HTC One M9 guys, or the Samsung Galaxy S6? Which one I think is better? Let's stick around to find out. First of all guys, let's go specs. So everything is specs these days. Most people care about it, some people don't. Most of people care about the user experience of the phone. So without further ado, let's go to specs right now for the both phones. So first guys, kicking in things right off, we have the HTC One M9 released in March, well expected to be released in March, and the S6 and the S6 Edge expected to be released in April. So if you want the phone really well, HTC One M9 for it. Then we have the weight. So the S6 tend to be a little more light with 132 grams versus the 157 grams on the HTC One M9. But I get why the HTC One M9, because it's metal, whereas the S6 is metal, but it has glass, more glass than metal, because the HTC One M9 is aluminum, like fully aluminum body. Then moving on, we have both Gorilla Glass 4.0 on the both phones, and we have Nano SIM. And what the Samsung S6 has different is a fingerprint scanner and a card reader magnet, something to pay with. We'll discuss that further down. For the screens guys, we have a 5-inch screen on the HTC One M9 and a 5.1 inch on the S6 Edge and the S6. So the resolution on the M9 is normal, 1920 by 1080p, and then on the S6 you have a 1440 by 2560 by 1440p resolution display, which I gotta hand it to Samsung. That's a really high pixel density count, which I don't know if it's gonna matter, because it's like nearly, you could say 150 pixel PPI difference with the two phones. So I don't know if you're gonna notice a difference, because 1080p on a 5-inch screen is really awesome. And just bumping up maybe makes the resolution more crisp or something, I don't know. Then you have the Sense UI 7 interface and versus TouchWiz. I know most of people hate using TouchWiz, but I got accustomed to it. So I just have it stuck full of launchers on my phone. So yeah, they both come in with 5.0 Lollipop on both phones. And let's get down to chip wars. So on the M9 we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 processor, which has 8 cores for that running 1.5 gigahertz, and the next 4 that running 2 gigahertz. Yeah, and it's based on a 20 nanometer process, whereas the Samsung S6 now has the same 1.5 gigahertz on 4 cores and 2 gigahertz, and I think it's 2.1 gigahertz on the other 4 cores, but it's at a lower FinFET design, which is 40 nanometer process, which is going to make the S6 more what are you going to say, power efficient and draining less power on your phone. So that's gonna help. And then we have GPU, which is the Adreno 420 on the M9, and the Mail T760 on the S6. I think these phones are pushing like last gen console quality graphics, so you don't need to worry. For memory now guys, we have micro SD slot on the M9, which is awesome. I know many people like their SD cards and it's very nice, and the S6 does not have, like Samsung just take it away. It's like, no, even my phone here, the cheap phones have SD cards. Like, I don't know, probably going for some iPhone strategy maybe. If you look at it, the S6 and the S6 Edge kind of looks like an iPhone, so I'm gonna watch out there if you don't want that. And then for internal, we have 32 gigs on the M9. I don't know if it's gonna go in higher capacities, or maybe, I'm not sure. And then the S6 we have 32, 64 and 128 gigs. Both phones sporting 3 gigs of RAM, but the S6 has DDR4, which is gonna mean snappier interface. Maybe we're gonna see. And I don't know the RAM type for the M9, sorry to say. Move along to cameras guys. So cameras, we have a 20 megapixel camera on the M9, which is awesome, right? And dual tone LED flash, yeah, normal autofocus guys, 4K recording at 30 frames, 1080, 60, 720, 120. You have HDR, you have stereo sound recording, so that's good. For the secondary camera on the M9, we have a 4 megapixel. That's the ultra pixel camera, so you mean you're gonna get some low light or some good photography in the end. So I'm hearing some rumors on the M9. They're just going to they ditch the 4 megapixel camera and going with a higher pixel count because that's what people want these days. Like, it's a selling point or something. The quality, I'm not too sure. When I get my hands on it, I'm gonna tell you guys. So the S6 now, guys, has a 60 megapixel camera. That's 4 less than the M9. I hear it's got a wider aperture, so that's theoretically letting more light, and which is supposed to be. I saw some sample pictures from the camera from like the conference they had, and it's looking awesome. And then for the front facing camera, you have a 5 megapixel, which is 1 more megapixel up than the HTC one, but it's a front facing camera, so I don't think, well, for selfie people there, maybe that's gonna help. Maybe you'll upload it to Facebook, Instagram, whatever. That's your kind of thing. I take selfies, so whatever, you can check it out. Sound, guys, for sound, I definitely give this like 2 thumbs up for HTC because they have front audio. I mean, like, that's, every phone should come with that standard, but apparently Samsung did not get that note. Like, why? I mean, you have the speakers down here. No one wants to hear cup noise. That sucks. Front audio for the win. So yeah, guys, then we're going to go down to radio communication. So we have AC on both phones, dual band, which is awesome. I have an AC router, and that AC helps a lot. Then we have Bluetooth 4.1, well, standard. Then you have NFC both phones, infrared both phones, radio on M9, not on the S6. I don't know why. Like, all like this other trend with like no radio. I mean, like, I still listen to radio. Some people may listen to it online, but I mean, sometimes when you don't have internet or you don't have data, I mean, if you still want to listen to radio, that's up to you. And then, guys, moving to USB ports, we have USB 2.0 micro USB, sorry there, and it's just a normal USB ports. That was it for specs. So which phone I'm going for? Well, so far, I mean, the Samsung S6 has a really nice processor, and with the 14 nanometer design versus the 20, you're going to get a little more battery life. But let's take a look at the batteries and see what type of batteries they have. So the M9 has a 28 I think 40 milliamp hour batteries, or 2900 or something. I think it's 2840. Yes. So moving on to battery, guys, we have the M9 having that 2840 milliamp hour battery versus the S6 2600 milliamp hour battery. Both phones' battery are not removable. Samsung has made the jump to non-removable removable batteries. So yeah, that's something different. So the Samsung S6 has a smaller battery but more efficient processor, and then the the M9 has a bigger battery but maybe less efficient. So they may be going to get the same times, I'm hoping. So yeah. So guys, what else makes these phones distinct from one another? So first of all, let's go to the M9. So the M9 has a premium aluminum all unibody design, which feels apparently very good in hands, most people say. I hear some of the early hands-on, they fixed like nearly all of the HTC M8 problems, sorry. So apparently it's a very good phone now, so I'm thinking of picking up one. The software seems to be less bloatware compared to Samsung's heavy install of Android with the TouchWiz and a whole slew of shitty applications I don't even use, and I can't even disable it on my Samsung phone. So that's kind of sucks. So yeah, I hope Samsung learns and includes less bloatware. So with the HTC One M9, they have a new feature where you can set a wallpaper and personalize all the colors in your phone, set different themes, which is very nice. I think people are gonna love that. And they included some new awesome photo editing features in the camera app, which is good because people always want to edit their photos and upload them online. So what about the S6, guys? What makes this phone different from the M9? So what the S6 do, If you're going for the normal S6, it's pretty much the same, but I think with the S6 Edge you get that side screens on the both sides, so you can like swipe from both sides, and like if you rest on your phone on the table, you can see notifications. It's gonna light up when like you get a notification from some contact and light up to that specific color. So what else? Well, it has a unique cool feature which allows you to pay, like literally, like you just enter your credit card info, and say you're going up in a machine by a store, you can just place the phone next to the magnet swipe, and it sends the data automatically to the card swipe, making cards useless unless it's some kind of outdated shitty machine and you can't use it, and then you have to pull out your card and use it. But that is a very cool step, a very good step in the future, like instead of NFC, because most places don't support NFC. I don't know anywhere in Trinidad and Tobago where they support NFC. Maybe they have some, I don't know. Charging, guys. So apparently Samsung did like blown everyone out of the water with charging, because they have two standards of wireless charging. They have the power mat and some other brand I can't remember. So basically it's compatible with like nearly everything, so that's like really awesome. I don't think the M9 has wireless charging though. It also charges, you get 4 hours for 10 minutes of battery, which makes that like incredible for people like using your phone all day and the battery like 5%, and you charge it for 10 minutes, you're good to go again. So that's really awesome. So guys, that's it for the comparison with the S6 and the HTC One M9. So guys, I'm gonna go and buy the M9 because I love that front facing speakers, and that's kind of awesome for me. I don't really need the more high resolution screen on the S6. It can wait. The M9 I think has a more better build quality and maybe fit in my hand more. Yeah, basically that's it. You get SD card, which is awesome, high resolution camera, and basically yeah, that's really it. I would like to see, like, well, Samsung has a lot of like manufacturing power, so they manufactures all their chips, so them gonna get an advantage on the FinFET design at the 40 nanometer processor. But I don't even have a 20 nanometer processor in my PC, so it's like negligible. So my pick is the HTC One M9. When I get that, we be doing some reviews, so make sure and stay subscribed for that, guys. As always, make sure to subscribe, like this video if you liked it, and yeah, that's really it. Send this video to your friends or something, share it or something, and thank you for watching the video, and bye.